my babies. Hello, my babies. Hello, my babies. Hi. Okay, y'all don't mind my pants. I got a 3X and they are like way too big, but I wanted them to be comfortable when I came out of surgery, so I had them tied in a knot. But today I'm gonna talk about faja creasing and how to prevent like faja burns and stuff like that. I have actually had a faja burn before I had my surgery, and that pretty much comes from like normally where like your back rolls, let me see, where like your rolls are, the faja will naturally just crease in those areas. If you don't have like ab boards or cushions or foams or anything to fill in that area, you will get burns a lot easier. An easy way to prevent that from happening is, if you don't have foams or boards, put pads, like actual like period pads. Let me show you. So a lot of girls, especially girls that go to DR, they live by poise pads. Poise pads are really, really big. These things are huge, okay? These things are huge. So, you know, you'll be able to put the more cushiony side in the creases on both sides, or, you know, however it's folding, and that'll definitely help you out with the cutting feel of the fajas that fold. Also, if you feel like your faja is folding, what I do is because fajas have two different layers. So there's the outside layer, there's the inside layer, and those are two completely different layers. I'll show you on another faja that I don't have on my body. So you have this outside layer and then you have this inside layer. So what I do, toss that back up there. What I do is I go on my inside layer right to, like, normally I crease right here, right to my crease, and I pull it up. And you'll feel it like smoothing out on the inside. And I normally have like a little bit of extra faja on the inside, like faja material on the inside. So all day I pull it up just to make sure that it stays smooth. If you have somebody to help you, especially with the back, have them go in the back the same way and just kind of smooth out the inside layer of your faja. I have my boards and stuff in, so I look real fluffy today. And also, I don't know if any other ladies have experienced this, but about 2 weeks ago, I started lactating. Like real life milk production. My breasts are so sore and they are so like huge. I can like, hold on. Can you guys see that? I'm actively lactating through my clothes. Look. Put my hand up under so you can see. See how it's wet right there? Let me try to clear that up. So I'm actively lactating, and the issue with this for me is my son is 13 years old. You know, so I've been out of the breast booty mommy game for a while. And it's not even like, first off, right now my breasts are full. They feel, if you ever breastfed, if you ever nursed, when you come out of the hospital and your breasts are really tight and really full, I'm definitely experiencing a lot of that. So I don't know if it's just me or what the hell. This, you see how much just came out? This side predominantly has the most like milk coming out. It's active milk. I went and got my boobies checked. They said it wasn't anything wrong. They don't know why my breasts just decided to start back reproducing milk. I'm not feeling it because it hurts. Ultimately, the milk backs up. It's all underneath my arms. Y'all see? Let me see. I'll put this flat white piece underneath there. Can you see it better? Nope. I wish y'all could see this. Like this. It's all milk. It's just wet. I am like leaking through all of my bras. I'm leaking through all of my shirts. I'm leaking through my PJs. I'm just leaking. I'm leaking through freaking everything. And I just put this shirt on just so I can be able to lift and move it around to show you guys the faja and stuff. But those are my two biggest things right now. I see a lot of girls in the US Dolls group and in the Dominican Republican group on Facebook talking about that they're experiencing a lot of faja burns, and they're experiencing like cutting and folding and bending in their faja. So again, just make sure that you're not just pulling it from the outside, because if you pull it from the outside, it's only pulling up that outer layer. That inner layer that's creased and folded into like your rolls or your natural crease areas is not being adjusted at all. And make sure that your faja isn't too tight. If it's so tight to the point where it has no choice but to crease because you're pulling it that tight, just maybe loosen it up one notch or get an extender if it's on the last notch, just for a couple of days until your body relaxes. Because it will cut you and it will like rip your skin, and you definitely don't want to be healing and have to, you know, take care of scars and take care of more bruising and more cuts and raw skin. And, you know, a lot of ladies have to understand when you come out of surgery, all of your midsection or wherever you got lipoed, it already feels like a raw carpet burn. It feels like a raw carpet burn, like a fresh carpet burn that somebody's just rubbing on constantly. So, you know, you're already going through that. You're already going through soreness. You're already going through tenderness. So don't add to that. Just make sure that you keep your faja from folding. Again, by pulling the inside layer. You can pull them both at the same time, but just make sure that that inside layer is what's sliding upwards. Or you can pull it from the bottom. You know, if you have a faja with the holes in it, it's really easy to like access this area. You can just slide your hand in there and adjust the faja accordingly. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in my comment section. I reply to everybody because I'm not like famous or anything, and I'm not trying to be famous. I'm just trying to bring y'all along on my little journey. And again, if anybody knows anything about this lactating stuff, let me know what's up. Because this is not cute. My son is a teenager. I was nervous, you know, that it could be a hormone imbalance or anything. I'm a lesbian, so I definitely am not pregnant. I'm not bisexual. So I didn't think, you know, that was ever an option. But I did think that maybe my body was going through some hormonal imbalances. And when I went and got checked, I was perfectly fine. So I don't know, again, why my boobies are leaking. But they are totally full of milk. And, you know, like they're sitting pretty nice right now. I'm liking the look. Because normally my boobs sit really, really low and they're not as full. Honey, these girls hurt, okay?